Hi everyone, it's Carolyn Moore from the Modern Widows Club, and we are in September 2019. And because summertime is ending and fall is coming in, our new topic is falling into new relationships. Now, this month we're really just focused on maybe making connections in all different possible ways. Sometimes we have relationships new in widowhood where they're just not operating. Either people want you to be the way they need you to be, and you are uniquely different and rebuilding yourself. Sometimes it's you just meet new people and they come into your life. I'm actually right now in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Most of you guys know that I grew up in Arkansas. And there was a widows group that got started up here that was started from a widower, a friend of mine, who was actually my great mentor and counselor when we first met in 2000. I met him 6 months after widowhood, and then 10 years later, he became a widow himself. And he actually pastors a church up here. And he decided to start a widows group here after learning everything that he had from Modern Widows Club. And they both have widow and widowers here. And I just got through meeting 15 of them in his group. And the one thing that I see over and over and over again, no matter where I am in the world meeting new widows groups, is that all of them have new people that have come into their lives. And sometimes we don't know when those people are going to come, in what capacity that they're going to be in when they show up. And then there's some people that exit out of our lives. And so, but what we've learned about resilient science at Modern Widows Club is how important it is who you surround yourself with, who is actually in your inner circle, who is coming alongside you to rebuild your life. And so falling into those new connections sometimes takes work. There was one lady in particular here in the group, and she was talking about how introverted she was and how her partner was very extroverted. And so when she became widowed, she sort of closed down, and she rarely came out of her house. She rarely kind of engaged with the community. And since she found this group, that she has completely taken on traits of her partner, and it's become a way for her to honor the legacy that she so loved about the person she loved and lost. And I was able to praise her and say, this is a way for you to bring meaning and purpose into your loss, and also to create this legacy where they are assimilated, their beautiful qualities are assimilated into your own life now. And she actually agreed that had brought her a lot of joy and a lot of comfort and also interest. Rebuilding her new life, she started learning and stepping out and doing things with not just people in this community, but also people in her neighborhood. So this month, we're really focusing on that, stepping out of our whatever our norm is now in widowhood, and doing something a little bit different by being able to connect with others. Now, if you are with a chapter, you're very fortunate because you have a Modern Widows Club chapter, or if you have a widows group. But a lot of people don't, and so a lot of people end up connecting online, watching this video or being on one of the social sites. And you can do that in all different capacities. I know when we first started, we had a meetup.com, and meetup.com has all these different activities. I've learned how to sell. I've known ladies who have learned Italian by going to Italian groups or cooking classes. There's so many different ways to be able to connect and fall into new connections and relationships. And so this month, I'm hoping that you will do that. Maybe there's a widow in your community that you want to reach out to and just say, hey, let's go have some tea or coffee, or go for a walk at the park. It could be someone who's widowed, it could not. But it's a way of engaging in this life and rebuilding a new circle of sort of influence and encouragement comfort and joy for you. And so I hope this month that you'll take the time to be able to do things. You know, this I was coming to Northwest Arkansas, and it just happened, of course, that the widows group that was here was the exact same day that I was coming to visit my friend. And I didn't even plan that. It was such a God thing. And so, you know, I was truly blessed by being able to share Modern Widows Club and share how important it is for people to, especially in the widowed, you know, world, to become leaders, you know, to step up and to kind of be the catalyst for those new connections. And they were so happy to connect and to realize that what they're doing together is so healing and also building resilience at the same time, that you know, it was just beautiful seeing the light come back into all of their eyes as they shared. And one of the questions I asked them was, you know, tell me the one thing that you want to bring, you know, continue as a legacy with your partner. And there were all kinds of things like to laugh more and to and just to be a person of integrity, or to be less introverted. All of these things, and as we listened, we thought, wow, we can all challenge each other in just a small way to be able to build community, build a new community around us. So I'd highly encourage you guys to do that this month. And for all of you at Chapters, please don't leave the meeting without getting a phone number or an email from another person that's there, because that connection you may need at who knows what, you know, point in time. But I just want to thank all of you guys for being in this community and for just wonderfully caring for one another and showing such compassion and empathy and tender, unconditional love for one another. That cannot be underrated in the world, that's for sure. So next month I'll be in Nashville. We're having our annual Modern Widows Club Leadership Conference, and we've got 50 ladies coming together to become leaders within this organization, and I am just ecstatic at what those things are going to do, the new connections and relationships that are going to be built at that event. But you'll hear more about that next month. But thank you all for being here in this community. I love you. I support you. I'm looking forward to hearing your stories or meeting you in person someday. And stay faithful. Stay committed to your own healthy journey, because you're worth it. Very much so. There are great things in your future.